Welcome on in, everybody. Your host, Stud City, here back for another exciting one. We're going to be taking you through all 20 retiring Star Wars sets. Wow, that was a really cool scene from the Lego City. We're going to be, sorry, I get distracted very easily. We're going to be looking at all retiring sets for 2023. So let's just go ahead and get straight on into it. But of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button. This is going to be an exciting video. So make sure to stay to the end because there's 20 great Lego sets, and I'll actually probably chapter these off just to make it more convenient for you guys. But let's go ahead and talk about each one. There's 20 sets retiring in 2023, and this I'm pulling from the source of JB Brick Fanatics. Essentially, he has a nice little page and has a very good indicator of when sets are retiring. Compiles a great list, so shout out JB for compiling that list for the community. He does a very great job. Anyways, let's go ahead and get straight on into it. The Tusken Raider is the first set of topic. It is a Brickheads, of course, and it's the 182nd Brickheads to the collection. Not a whole lot to talk about. It's 1,000% set I'm going to pick up. These Lego Brickheads do very well in the aftermarket, especially the Star Wars ones later on in life. And this one has a very short shelf life. So this actually released, I believe this was a January 1st release. So essentially, this is going to have a 12-month release span. So shelf life is 12 months, and that's pretty freaking short. So you can imagine. I'm probably going to just bite the bullet and pay $10 for this as soon as I can. Just because it is an only $10 set. It's a little adder if I'm trying to get a GWP or something. And I don't want to miss out on this and have to pay $20 for it when I could have bought it for 10, right? Like later down the road. So definitely want to pick this one up before it is too late. Next up, we have the AT-AT, retailing at $170. Right now you can get the promotional item. It actually comes with a bunch of good minifigs. You have your Snowtroopers right there, 1,267 pieces. So a little bit on the smaller side, but it kind of makes up for having some decent minifigs. Set number 75288. I know they made a bunch of these in years past, but this is pretty sweet. Comes with Luke Skywalker, General Veers, an AT-AT driver, times two of those, and then two Snowtroopers. So it's pretty well an iconic scene, and hopefully we'll see more of these AT-ATs from different movies later on. But nice set to pick up for $170. I believe this did undergo a price escalation. I think it was normally priced at the $160 mark. But a big build, a nice display piece. I don't have one, so I'm actually going to put this high up on my list to pick up this year because I don't know why I don't have this set yet. It's pretty awesome. Okay, well, you guys just convinced me to pick this up this year. So add that one to the list. Definitely a high priority set. Speaking of high priority sets, I thought we'd get this one early in the video. It is the Mos Eisley Cantina. Hard to find. It's the Ultimate Collector Series. Truthfully, guys, I think the set is incredible. It is incredible. I'm probably going to pick this up for May the 4th this week, especially since the UCS Falcon doesn't seem to be retiring. I do want to buy that this year as well. It's not on the retiring list. I just wanted to touch upon it. But for May the 4th, I think I'm going to pick up a copy of this if it's even in stock. I feel like that's going to be everyone's game plan. It comes with 21 minifigs, 3,187 pieces for that $400 price range. This one used to retail at $350, so it's a hard bullet to bite to pay $50 more, but it is a pretty fantastic set. So let's see if we can get a good picture of all the minifigs. The interior is just super detailed. I would love to build one of these just because all the minifigs are so cool. But check this thing out. I don't. I've been like reading like forums and they're like, oh, just the 21 minifigs in here are gonna carry this set because how good these minifigs are. And I agree. Like even if you're not a Star Wars fan, man, these minifigs are awesome. So definitely probably the highest set on the list for me. I wanted to get it done early with out of this video just because of how awesome it is. Oh my god, I love the minifigs. Chewbacca, R2. Oh my god. So yeah, I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on this one in the comments just because it's a really good set. So high up on the list, $400. Hopefully we can get it cheaper, maybe even in like the 300 to 350 range with promos, especially during like double VIP on May the 4th. So that's kind of my aspirations. Next up we have the Republic Gunship. This one also received a price escalation. This retailed for $350 and is now at $400. Again, this is an Ultimate Collector Series set as well. 3,292 pieces, a nice little plaque with a nice sticker, and of course only the two minifigs. So I think it's on my list to get, but I'm gonna be truthful with you guys. If I don't get it, I'm not gonna be overly sad just because the scale is it's just a little bit too big for my interest in collecting Lego. If the opportunity comes, by all means, I'm gonna jump on the set and pick up a copy, but by like it's just too big for me to be like collecting. I just don't have the room for it. But you know, who knows? If there's a deal, I'll buy one or two and keep and hold on to them. Two minifigs, nothing like the Mos Eisley Cantina where there was 21 minifigs. Oh, there's no more pictures. Okay, well that's all the pictures you guys get. So on the list to get. Jumping to a very small set is the Boba Fett's Starship Microfighter, so the little micro slave one. Nothing too crazy about this set. It is a $10 set. They do retire in a short shelf life type period. I think they are only on the shelves for a year, 12 months. Maybe some vary. But this one's pretty sweet. It is, uh, the Boba Fett Starship, right? The slave one, so Microfighter. They perform very well, so if I ever see one for like 20% off, I'll grab it for like $8, which is very common for these sets. I won't pay $10 for it, just because I do think that's a little high. So 85 pieces for $10, you're definitely missing the mark on that 10 cents price per piece. That Boba Fett is, I believe, the same printing, so it's not exclusive, but he does look really good. So nice way to get a Boba Fett minifig if you don't have one. This one is always on sale on Amazon. I could probably link it in the description below as well. It's the Imperial Tie Fighter. So this is kind of when Lego went a little bit smaller on the scales. But I really do enjoy these sets. It has 432 pieces. Comes with the Tie Fighter pilot, the NILA, and a Stormtrooper. So another good set to add to your collection. I really do enjoy these sets. I honestly thought these were $50 when they came out. I don't know why it says 45. I could be wrong. Anyways, I've always paid 32 for them in like stores or like Walmart or even like Target on sales or Amazon. So 45 is a little high price point for the set, but maybe it was $40 and I was finding it for 32. But nowadays with price escalations, I do see it for 36 on the low end. So definitely a good one. I do enjoy this set. Definitely worth paying like 32 bucks if you could find it. It's just because there is some really good minifigs, and it kind of goes along with these play scale sets, like the Luke Skywalker X-wing fighter. I also really enjoyed this one. This was one of the first X-wings I built. This retails at 50 bucks. I ended up finding this one for 40, I believe, maybe even a little bit cheaper. But built this one, enjoyed it. It just fits that scale. So. This one comes with a couple more minifigs. It comes with Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, General Dodonna, and R2-D2. So nice little crafty set. I like the little pink blasters in the back for the jets. 474 pieces, quite frankly similar to its predecessor, the Imperial TIE Fighter. So that one's going to be retiring this year along with the other. So this was like a trifecta. There was like 3 in the series, which I think is kind of cool. Like all 3 of these sets like matched up and paired well, like on size. I actually just built this one on a live stream very recently. But this one's the Slave One Boba Fett Starship. So I am confirming that printing is the same on that Boba Fett for the Microfighter. I did think this set was rather small. So this was another one, high retail price, 50 bucks for 593 pieces. So this one definitely had the most pieces, but only 2 minifigs. So you got Boba Fett and the Mandalorian, which is upsetting because they really overprinted these 2 minifigs, and like essentially on Bricklink they're like $5 to $7 a piece. So Boba Fett and Mandalorian together at tops are worth like $12 to $14. So it's a little rough. So you're actually just paying for the set, even if you could find it for on sale at $40. But it was a pretty good build. I thought it was kind of challenging, but it was just an enjoyable build. It really was by all means. And the box art looks pretty incredible. That like blue in the clouds. They did a really good job with that box art. So get the trifecta. It works out quite nicely. Next up, we have the Mandalorian and the Child. This set has just been on the market for ages. I want to say since 2020, maybe 2021 off the top of my head. Retails for $20 is part of the Brickheads collection. Is the Child at $113 and the Mandalorian at $114. I have a few copies of this currently on Amazon. I will link it in the description. I have them on sale for $10. So if you want a load up on these, like you want 10 of these, get them for half off. They're literally 10 or 11 bucks. So I'll link that in the description below for on Amazon. I'll link all like whatever the sale prices are for you guys just to make it a little bit more convenient. But this is a really good one. Just a really good set. I actually gave this to one of my cousins who just started building Lego. He's like my age. And I gave him and his girlfriend one of these, and they really enjoy the build. So definitely up there. This one is actually also on sale on Amazon. It's the Child. I think this also received a price escalation. I believe the retail price was $80 for this, and it's now at the $90 mark. But It's Grogu, aka the Child. It's a really good looking model. I love the little ball there. He looks good. Lego does a really good job with these figures. And I don't actually know. I'm sure they have a height wise, but it's kind of hard to tell. It does come with the plaque, the Child, and of course the minifig. But it, I mean, it moves around. It's pretty cute. I'm gonna say that, like my girlfriend would say. 1,075 pieces. So if you're comparing the price per piece ratio, this one pretty much kicks it in the rear. Uh, Overall, good set. I expect this one to have a lot shorter life than Yoda, so that's something to keep in mind. Maybe it'll perform a little bit in the aftermarket. Not too much topic on that one. Let's jump to a battle pack. This is the Snowtrooper battle pack, which paired very nicely with the Ultimate Collector Series AT-AT. It comes with 3 Snowtroopers and a Scout Trooper. Again, I think the prints are all the same on the Snowtroopers. Yeah, they are. Nice little small build. Comes with a small speeder, some white slope bricks, a couple blaster thingies, and then of course your minifig. So I think this was not a overly populated battle pack, but it wouldn't hurt to get like 10 of these. I don't know, on deck. I will be keeping you guys updated when there's sales on these because I'm sure there will be sales throughout the rest of this year. So this is a very hot topic item for me. Finding a battle pack that's going to go on sale and buying as many as I can. Even at $20 is not a terrible price point. So you're essentially paying $5 per minifig, and then of course all the pieces as a background. So stay tuned for more deals on this one. I'm definitely trying to get at least 10 copies for myself for the year. Okay, yeah, probably 10 to 12, 10 to 20 copies, I would say. Okay, anyways, onto the Hoth AT-ST. This one actually has had a pretty short shelf life. It's actually been released in 2022. It comes with 3 minifigs, the AT-ST driver, Chewbacca, and the Hoth Rebel Trooper. 586 pieces. I don't know. They've done a lot of these AT-ST walkers. But this one just native to Hoth. $50 is just an extremely high price point for this set, in my opinion. Even at 586 pieces, I don't. This for me just. I don't know. I would like to pay like $30 for this one. It's well executed, right? It looks pretty good. I don't know. It's just not a set I've really seen on sale too often, but one I would like to pick up to add to my collection. I don't have this one, so I'm definitely gonna mark it down as something to pick up if the opportunity comes. But if I do miss out on it, I won't be overly upset. So on to the next one, which I think is a little bit slept on. It's the Dark Trooper Attack. It's another battle pack, just a very expensive one, $35, but it does come with a lot of Lego pieces. So I'm not overly in love with the Dark Troopers. I'm really not, but the scene is pretty good, pretty iconic from the show. And I would actually like to buy a few more of these. I have quite a few copies. I've actually done a really interesting video of like, is this set good to buy for like building a Lego city? And I think so because the pieces incorporated in the set, like, come on, look at the texture of like these walls. It just captures very well, adds a lot of detail. So I want to pick up a bunch more of these. $35, ridiculous. I actually picked up a lot of these on sale already, and I would like to buy more. So this is definitely one of my top 5 hottest items for 2023 to pick up on clearance sales. So the four minifigs, of course, you're gonna have an army of Luke Skywalkers, but hey, you know what? That's okay. 166 pieces for $35 is a little extensive. I can't believe it's 166 pieces, but like quite frankly, I remember all the pieces are really big. So like that's actually a really good thing. It's like big, like you can see there's like I think there's a brick, a bunch of like 2x6 bricks, 2x8 bricks, just really good pieces for like mock builders and city builders, etc. So definitely highly recommend this set if you're like looking for parts, black, light bluish gray, and dark bluish gray. This set's a really good one for that. It even comes with a bunch of tiles. So next up we have the Boba Fett's Throne Room. This one I actually got on sale at Costco for $60 at like release, which was so fortunate. Moderator Jonathan from our Discord server, he took me to Costco with him. I met him up because I do not have a membership. But another good set. Comes with really good minifigs. So it comes with Boba Fett, Fennec, Shan, Big Fortuna, Dalen Dancer, Quarren, and then the Gamorrean Guard, and of course Weequay Guard. So $100 set. Even at $100, I think this set is mildly priced correct with all the decent minifigs that are in it from the Book of Boba Fett. I don't know. It's a set that looks pretty snazzy. Good minifigs. That's really important. 732 pieces. A little shy on the piece count for $100, but honestly, I think the minifigs are gonna make up for this one, especially after it retires. So I would like to potentially pick up a couple more copies of this, maybe even part them out and just keep the minifigs on a wall, just because I do enjoy the minifigs. So on the list, this one's a little bit different. It's the micro scale builds. It's the Death Star Trench Run diorama. Honestly, here's my thought on these. Since this is the first wave of these micro scale dioramas, I think these, as they continue to make more, I truly believe these will perform very well in like the aftermarket if you're investing in these. Since these are the first ones, it's like buying the Imperial TIE pilot helmet, right? Because that was the first one, and that was the first one to go. Nonetheless, that was a really good set. Like it was probably one of the best helmets made just by like aesthetics. Uh, but I would say this one is too. This is a very good looking display piece. So even at 665 pieces at your $70 price point, it's a little overpriced, but I know there's sales on it, so I'm gonna do my due diligence and find a sale for you guys. Link it on Amazon if there's one, or Walmart, whatever it is. I know I've seen this set a little bit cheaper than what it is, but definitely I would say it's worthwhile getting throughout the year. And same with this one, the Dagobah Jedi training diorama, $90. I think I've seen it on sale for like 67 or 70. So again, a really cool display. It looks pretty good, and it's one of the first like display pieces we've seen from the Star Wars group in like quite some time. So I would say it can perform. Is that 1,000? Yeah, 1,000 pieces even. I was like, does that sound right? But they really did a good job. I think I really like this set. It's actually one of my favorite like dioramas that they made. So definitely want to pick this one up. Hopefully for $60 in that price point. I'll link one if I find a deal on that. This set is just gosh awful. Like my top dollar on this is probably $4. The AT-ST, the 4 plus set, $35 retail, 87. This is just ridiculous. It's crazy like we actually released this. Even though it does come with the Wicket. Oh man. An AT-ST driver, whatever. This I don't even want to talk about this set. If it retires, when it retires, watch these minifigs go crazy in price. But $35 is just ridiculous. The helmet that is going to retire is the Dark Trooper helmet. Its retail price is $70, which we've seen hit that price escalation. For me, this is one of the worst looking helmets. I don't know. I just don't feel like it depicts the Dark Troopers as good as it should have. There's just better helmets on the market. I don't even know if I'm gonna pick this one up. I just don't love it. Don't love it. And even at like find sales on them, you can find these for like $60, so maybe like 10% off. Again, I'll look for deals for you guys, but if you're interested in the helmet collection, pick it up before it retires, just because you don't want to miss out and pay extra prices. This would probably come to a shock to a lot of people, but trusting Brick Fanatics, just because this is a tough call here. The Republic Fighter Tank at $40. This set is going to have a short shelf life, coming out in 2022. A really good, this is considered like a battle pack. It comes with Mace Windu, 187th Legion Clone Trooper, times 3 of those, and then 2 droids. So I actually need to pick up a few of these. I actually have none in my collection, but I've built a couple and I've got rid of them. It's already on back order, but $40 is a decent price point. I'll be honest, I don't even think we might be able to find this on sale just because of how fast this thing's retiring, and it's been back ordered like 90% of the time. So a really good set, even for the $40. I mean, for $40, you're paying for 4 minifigs and 2 droids. It's not too bad. Again, it could always be cheaper, right, for us. But 262 pieces on this, and of course you get that nice little fighter tank. So, and then the last set, which got pushed back, which was Toy of the Year, I believe, in 2021. Yeah, 2021. See if I can find a front view box image. Where are you? I guess they don't have a picture of the front box. Interesting. Well, it is the Razor Crest, and we only have a picture of the back. This set used to retail for $130, so price escalations to $140. Unfortunately, I do already have a few copies of this. I think I have like 2 or 3 copies. It's just a set I'm going to invest in myself because I think it's just a really great Lego set. And I know the minifigs aren't very exclusive now anymore, right? Your Scout Trooper, your Mandalorian the Child. But it's a good looking ship. It's iconic from the first season of The Mandalorian. I don't know. I really do like this set. I haven't built one, but it was an enjoyable set. Oh, here we go. Grief Keratin, and then the IA-11 droid. So, anyways, the box art looks good. 1,023 pieces, a little shy compared to the price per piece ratio. So, even at the $140 range, I think this is a decent buy. I'm expecting to find this on sale throughout the year as well, just because it's been out for so long. So, hoping to pick up a few more copies of this one. So, that's definitely a top top 5 or 6 item on my list. A lot of these are great Lego sets, guys. It's gonna be sad to see these go. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What is your top 5 Lego sets from Star Wars that you're gonna be picking up? I'm glad we went through this list because it kind of gets me like to refocus and see which sets are prioritized. Some of the small stuff I can buy right away, just because like the $10 Tusken Raider. But some of the big stuff like the Mos Eisley Cantina, that's a absolute huge one that I need in my collection. So it gives me the chance to regroup and focus on picking this set up because this is a need, not a want. This set is a need, not a want. I know we talked about the gunship. That one's not a need. I think those are some of the big ones. The battle packs, of course, being high up on the list. Maybe even, yeah, this is high up on the list. The Republic fighter tank. So yeah, you guys got the gist of it. It was exciting to recap. The Republic fighter tank this was top 3 on the list. The Tusken Raider, Brickheads, and then of course the Mos Eisley Cantina. So huge year for 2023. I will do my due diligence, post the deals in the description below, and then of course when deals do come out, I always post them across channels. So I do have help on that. So as always, guys, that was enjoyable to go through that list. I hope you find value in this video. If you did, let me know. This was a different style video, and I don't do these often. So again, by all means, if you found value in this, please let me know in the comments below, and we will see you in the next one. My name is Cristo. Thanks so much for watching. Give this video a like, subscribe if you're new. Peace out, guys.